So Howard, you're now going to talk us through the XF2 range of rods.
Yeah, basically the XF2 range is, if you like, our mainline product in the overall XF2 category. It's a rod that you would probably describe as being very, very all-round in its nature. So the range of rods run from something that's suitable for, you know, light river fishing through to something that's suitable for heavy-duty lake fishing or even some sea trout fishing in some cases. The action on the rod is a little bit more moderate than some of the other rods in the range. So middle to tip, nice and light, nice recovery speed. It's a really good all-round rod for somebody who's looking for something that will give them very good performance but isn't a very, very difficult rod to master. So it's pretty much, you know, what it says on the tin, an all-round rod, really nicely finished, got lots of nice little features on it, line-up marks, really good quality guides, really nice handle, good functional reel seat that's quite stylish as well, and the casting action, like I said, really nice, good presentation, you know, close in. It'll put down a nice, soft, gentle line, close range, but it has got that little bit of, you know, that little bit of extra guts, especially in the butt section, to drive quite a tight loop and to make quite a long-range presentation if you need to. And with it being such an all-round comprehensive range, there really is something in there for everybody.
And I see this rod as well, it's got the rubberised cork at the top and bottom of the handle just to give you that extra wear and area on the handle.
Yeah, that's something we do on a lot of our rods now. We do put these little rubberised areas in. It does help because obviously cork is quite a brittle material and sometimes people chip the edges of the cork away, and you know, it doesn't do the rod any harm, but obviously the handle lasts a lot longer with that little rubberised area on the front and back.
So Howard, the XF2 and the XF2 Comp Special are very different rods. Could you explain the differences between them?
Yeah, I mean, pretty much within the XF2 range we have these two main variants, if you like. This one, the XF2, is, if you like, a rod more suited for somebody who's looking for a little bit of all-round performance. It's good at short range, will throw a long line as well. It's not the hardest rod in the world to get to grips with in terms of casting, but it's an all-round rod. That's probably the best way to describe it, and it's quite a big, comprehensive range of sizes. XF2 Comp Special, little bit more specialised. It's a much faster action rod. Recovery is a lot higher. We get that through a combination of it being a very, very fast tapered blank and also a higher modulus carbon fibre material in its construction. That basically gives you very, very high line speed, a much more powerful rod, so something that's capable of handling heavier lines, bigger flies, stronger wind conditions. That's something always worth keeping in mind as well. And a rod that's suited for anybody who wants a high performance rod, is, you know, an average to good caster, is looking for something to carry big flies, heavy lines, maybe even do some sea trout fishing. And of course, as the name suggests, it's ideal for somebody who's going to competition fish.
And the range of the Comp Special, is that as extensive as the XF2?
No, it isn't. It's a much tighter range. We do them from a 6-weight through to an 8-weight, so 3 line sizes only. We do them in 3 10-foot versions and 1 9.5-foot version. So there's a 9.5, 7, and then there's 3 10-footers, a 6, a 7 and an 8.
So Howard, the overall outfit that you've got set up there, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, the balance is quite important with any kind of rod. You need to get the right reel on there for a start. These particular reels on here are the Gray's GX900. It's a full bar stock aluminium reel with a disc drag at a really good price point. It's a beautiful looking reel, very, very functional reel, really good disc drag system on it, good spool release, and aesthetically they're very, very nice as well. And they match in with the cosmetics of the XF2 range. Really important, you always want to make sure you have a reel that balances a rod well. If the outfit is unbalanced, it obviously puts a lot more strain and wear and tear on your hand, your wrist, your arm, and it detracts from your day's fishing. So you really want to, whenever you're buying an outfit, is put a reel on a rod, make sure the balance point is nice and comfortable within your hand. It can, you know, really help with the overall feel of the rod.
Good, brilliant, thanks Howard.